kipenzi, msichana wa karibu, washa kwanza tuingie market tuone kama tutagongewa. So I want us to actually trade that is even odd market, yeah. I want us to use that is the advanced, right? So I just need to go straight to select bot. So we have this advanced robot, yeah, but I'll actually explain the details later. Let me first of all take some few trades, man. So just click select bot, and I want us to trade. Now we have so many robots here. We have around like 4. Okay, so I want us to trade. Let me trade odd. Haven't traded odd market today, so just load this robot. It's actually automated, but I'll also show you on how you can actually be able to use the same robot like there is Storm Shadow, how you can actually be able to do your own analysis and trade markets like odd, even, and all such kind of markets. So let's go straight to that is a global shared, and I want us to set up the stop loss. You can actually see it's by default 5 consecutive losses. Well and good, fine. Let's go to the target profits. I just want us to do a polite $100. Then for the stop loss, just leave it at that because we have the stop trading option active. Then let's go to market 1. Just click market 1. Let's see the volatility. By default is actually set to 1. We can switch to this. Don't get used to always using the default volatility because that's what everyone is using. After we add 51s, we cancel the default, then collapse market volatilities. If you go to trade definition, you can actually see we are trading odd. Then go to the risk manager. This is where you've set up that is a martingale and the stake. So we'll actually be staking not much but just 50 USD. 50 USD. Then collapse that option. If you go to the logic, you can actually see the logic that we are actually using. Here it is. If the last 3 digits are even, execute a trade on odd. In case we hit on a loss, only make one attempt to make a recovery. In case we don't, just just pause for a few minutes, for a few seconds, then wait for a fresh entry. So in case you want to add your own logics, just click here. You can also be able to adjust this part and set like if the last 4 digits. Yeah, of course, it works out. Only that you need to be a little bit patient. Okay, then we need to adjust this. I don't want to blow my account. I love it so much, man. 4 losses is enough, yeah. Tukigongwa 4, we just accept. Okay, so then just click. Let's go to transactions. Okay, now if the last 3 digits are odd, if the last 3 digits are even, then the robot will trade on odd. Let's see if we're gonna get some mukuchu. Okay, so just need to be patient. So trading is very easy. I'll actually do a video on how you can actually be able to use the advanced Storm Shadow to trade that is markets like even odd, over under by doing your own analysis. For those people who want automated robots, they are still there. Automated robot like this one, you really don't need to do any analysis because the robot will actually get all those entries automatically. So we are waiting. So 3 consecutive odd digits, you can confirm that first trade done, and it's a straight win. Maziwa mukuchu. Okay, so 3 consecutive even digits, the robots execute on order. You can also adjust it and try something like 4 consecutive even digits, then trade odd and see how it actually performs. Yeah. So you just need to try different stuff. You can also try 5. Of course, the higher the number, the better. Only that now it's gonna take you some time. Do your loss, recovery, trade ya mwisho. This is the last bullet now. Then we hit our target profit. Do hiyo sasa. That's how it's actually done. Lakini make sure you have some good net. So we call it the advanced order. So if you go to global shared, let me explain some of the features that we have. This is global shared. You can actually enable the air trade with the virtual hook, activate it there, set the virtual losses there, but we are not using that option. Then we also have post trading, like you want after a certain number of losses or certain number of wins, you want the robot to post a bit. That normally happens just in case of manipulation, market manipulation. Then you have the stop trading option. You can actually see, you can set, I was actually working with 4 consecutive losses. Then you have target profit and stop loss guard. So this is how you set up your target profit and stop loss. Then we have now market, like for example market 1, because you can actually be able to add market 1, market 2. If you scroll down here, you can actually be able to add a market 1, market 2, market 3. I'll actually show you, I'll actually be doing videos on how you can actually be able to trade different markets, how you can actually be able to have market 1, market 2. Although I have done a detailed video that is on YouTube, you can actually check out. In case you want to delete, to remove one market, just click on it that way and it's gone. If you click market 1, this is how you set up the volatility. Then once you are done, then collapse that option. Then we also have some, in case you how do you want these volatilities to switch, you can activate the switcher just in case you are working with the multiple volatilities. So if you activate this feature, you can actually be able to say like, how do you want this robot to switch the volatilities? Yeah, you want to switch on loss, on win, on what, like that. So many stuff. You'll actually be using these stuffs as time goes by. Then trade definitions, this is where you set up your trade. You want to trade even odd, even fall, high and lower, whatever, they are all there. Then the risk manager is where you set up your target profits, your target, that is your multiplier, stake. You also of course there is a multiplier and the stake. Then in case you want to use a different material, you can click here, use split material. You can also do compounding. I'll actually be doing a video on compounding, stake list, the Albert. You can also use Fibonacci. Then you can also apply the strategies. You just need to click here, add group. Then you can actually see the logic down here. You can work with the market percentage, sequence, radar, complex pattern, and entry points. For the entry point, you can actually see this time around, you can say over 2, under 8, even, odd, rise, fall, so many stuff. Yeah, we'll actually do videos on all those stuff. So I was just trying to explain. But for the robot that we just used, that is the advanced odd, you don't need to do any analysis. Everything is fully automated. Just make sure you have a stable net. Yeah, the performance is amazing. So I'll do videos on how you can actually be able to use this robot called Deriv shadow to do your own analysis, do your own setup, everything. Mambo ni pole pole.